Before we leave, I just want to take one peek at this tower and... Oh.
The wall is riddled with holes. A suffocating stench of long rotten meat wafts out. You recognize the odor. The foul scent of carrion crawlers, centipede-like aberrations that feast on the dead. At one time, these caverns must have been their banquet hall. The creatures are either long gone or waiting patiently in the darkness.
Let the rock gnome handle this.
The passage narrows and bends. You're shoulder deep when your fingers brush against a fleshy tentacle. You flinch, but the tentacle is limp and cold. You push it aside and retrieve something loose, lying beneath.
I'm all right. Oh, torch dogs. Be careful there. Karlach, I just said be careful.
Scorched ground. Better watch out.
I applaud your taste.
Electricity should
Where am I
short-circuit it.
One move ahead.
Karlach?
Hey, good looking.
Let's move.
And I have the rest of the Sousa flowers.
Something's burrowed in there. Something big. Moving ahead.
I knew it.
Wizard's Tower is his sanctum. Private place for research and respite. But as this wizard's not home, I say we take a peek.
My thoughts exactly. Close one. All clear. A play?
Feels like the owner was quite the literary type. The chest. I can feel its magic. Wait. Did that just transform?
Let's see what else we can find.
New sounds to dampen darker pressure break. Is it the foam? That foul, contemptuous heel?
You know these words. They are from the opening stanza of a play you found in this very tower.
Oh, what's the next line? Oh, or art thou friend, a rescue from my lonely wake?
From out of love for me, not love for blood and steel. Command as you see fit, my lord, my liege.
Don't get me wrong. I love poetry as much as an ex-wizard, but using it to command an automaton seems a bit self-indulgent to me.
I second that. Oh, what is this place?
An unbeknownst command that I cannot fulfill.
Right. Well, I guess I can see it's a workshop. But you're probably also not going to tell me who you are.
An unbeknownst command that I cannot fulfill.
Yep, figures. It's another line. Not sure what this is going to do, but the silence stretches on. I'm all alone. Please, can I hold your hands for just a while?
Of course, my love. Don't be afraid, sweet girl.
His hands close around the air next to your face, as if he's taking the hands of someone taller.
What can I do? Say, would you like a hug?
Oh, this is fun. Yes, please.
Come here, for just a moment. Let it out. Remember, you are loved, Lenore, so much. You're doing great, and everyone will be so proud of you. As I already am.
Oh, that's actually quite sad when you think about it. Though I do understand the desire for hugs.
What's that? What was that?
Yes, very sad. I was hoping to figure out what that lever just opened.
Command as you see fit, my lord, my liege.
Little afraid of what this is going to do, but these empty sheets are all that's left of you, the last of all the thoughtless gifts you gave.
I'll hold on to them. It's all that I can do. I can't throw them away. I've never been that brave.
What did you just give me? I'll just keep looking.
What's this feeling of power? It's gone. I felt so strong. Where did that come from?
Lovely day, this. For now.
My. Not only is this chair comfortable, it imbues its sitter with power. So if I stand, the power's gone. Sedentary magic, I suppose that's called. Let's march!
I could do some real damage with that chair leg.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
I guess we should head back to camp.
You wish to speak?
Yes, a lot has happened. Then I got distracted by a tower. But I found the stronghold in the Underdark you mentioned. A place called Grimforge.
Impressive. Most would quake at the mere thought of delving that far into the Underdark. What did you find?
Well, there was definitely some quaking happening, but, it's a long story.
Tread carefully. You're on the right track, I'm sure. But there'll still be danger and difficulty before you reach Moonrise. It may prove impossible to avoid the Shadow Curse entirely. But if you find any way to limit your exposure, seize it.
I guess there's no postponing the inevitable. We should head up soon. But, how are you faring out here at the camp?
Wonderfully. If I'm honest, the grove was too comfortable for my tastes. I felt removed from nature. I'll miss my books. That I can find all the wisdom they contain out here, firsthand.
Oh, well, you'll find plenty of books before long. I keep coming across them everywhere. It's amazing.
Is that so? Well, nature does abhor waste. I will keep watch, thank you. I had a feeling time in your company would prove fruitful.
Glad I can be fruitful. Anyways.
That orb seems powerful. What can it do once it's extracted?
Nothing good can come of it unless it is contained. Why?
It might be useful. Who knows?
What? Who called us back to camp? Karlach?
Hey, soldier. I'm getting a little nervous. We're getting further and further from those pricks who are hunting me. I'm not willing to let servants of Zariel roam the Sword Coast unchecked, or to regroup and come after me again. Let's go get them. Together.
I was hoping you'd forgotten about that. Look, I understand what you're saying, but we're right here, and we have important things to do, Karlach. Cutting down Zariel's lackeys isn't one of them.
It's important to me. Are you going to help me or not?
You did have my back with the Iron Hands. All right, if it's that important to you, you have my support. We'll find them together.
Yes! Now we're talking. Before we head off, there's something I want you to know. Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart. Lets me burn as hot as the hells. Thing's been running in overdrive since I left Avernus. Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I've been making the most of the extra heat. But it's meant I can't get too friendly. If I'm excited, nervous, scared, I'll light you up like a firework.
I've noticed. But what does the engine allow you to do?
Burn, baby! As hot as I can tolerate. I have to admit it helps in battle, though I wouldn't have chosen it for myself, if I'd been given a choice. I'll tell you the story, but I really need to find someone who can tune up my engine sooner rather than later. Believe me when I say this thing is hot. The first time I faced down those paladins, they let slip they'd met an infernal mechanic in the area, a tiefling, but I didn't see him anywhere.
I might have. But I suppose we should rest up. Tomorrow we have to head all the way back to the surface.
in silence.
Please, no more. Leave us in peace, and we shall leave you in kind.
Cut the crap, Anders. I know what you are.
Don't let her hurt us. Please, we just want to go home. The Archduchess will be delighted when we return with Karlach's head on a pike.
Brother, you don't fear Karlach. You want to kill her on Zoriel's behalf.
I never was good at playing the coward. There is no beast here or in the hells I fear. Not with her ladyship's protection. Least of all this dog. You do well to reconsider your alliance with this animal. She destroys all she touches. Useful in the blood war. Frighteningly dangerous anywhere else. Rage all you want, Karlach. Burn with the might of the hells. Zariel will find you. She will bring you home in pieces. And your little friends will have to watch. Unless we feed you their eyeballs first.
The furnace was never my home. It was my prison. I'm free now. And I'm never going back!
Battle of wits. Knight to King 5.
On my word. No surrender.
Can't even catch my breath. On my way.
Outmaneuver them. You're mine.
Fuck them. Fuck Zariel. I won't go back. I'm never going back.
Oh, 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 ah! Karlach! Ow!
I do enjoy our conversations. What do you need?
Nothing. Just looking. I mean, waiting on Karlach.
Need something?
Just trying to look less awkward and not succeeding. You know what? Let's just head back. She'll catch up with us.
Hello? Hey!
So, are you greeting invisible beings or just losing your mind?
The echoes, listen. They're coming from 3 directions.
Losing your mind it is. Probably the tadpole. The weirdest things seem to be.
anyone to be here.
Who there, wanderer? Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old man.
Elminster?
The very same, Gale. And a fair bit miffed he is, too, finding himself forced to expose his best pair of boots to so many miles of country road on your behalf.
Elminster Omar, the very pinnacle of wizardry. It's an honor, sir.
Endure an hour's worth of exposition to my presence, and you may well come to consider a different sort of honorific with which to chronicle the occasion. But until then, your sentiment is well received.
Yes. Be that as it may, you said you came all this way on my behalf, did you not? For what purpose?
I was bid to spare neither time nor my own self to find you. She sent me, Gale. You know of whom I speak.
But why? Out with it, Elminster. Please.
Young man, has your sojourn away from Waterdeep washed away your decorum as well as your patience? Nigh a 10-day I've gone without honest fare, worthy of the name. Drank naught but what the sky entitled my thirst. Why, some bread, cheese, and a cup of wine would appear unto me a feast. Surely you won't begrudge me a mite of rest and repast before I get out with it?
Well, then, all due respect, surely you could have conjured any feast you liked.
Alas, such luxuries require the beneficence of time. And time, as I'm sure our friend here will attest, is the very luxury of which we're all too bereft.
Oh, for the love of...
This way then? To your camp. Oh, don't dawdle now, lad. You're the one who's in such a frightful hurry.
Oh, nigh on 13 centuries old and he still thinks with his stomach. We'd best follow and see if he's more disposed to speak plainly once it's stopped its grumbling.
Very well. I suppose I'm as curious as you are to hear what he has to say.
A wise choice. Better to indulge your curiosity than Elminster's appetite.
Yes, what a delightful wedge of old Arthurian that was. Doesn't do to parley on an empty stomach, you know. Makes one's words frivolous when they should be grave. Plenty to digest, after all. A good deal to stew over, if you will. Words ladled with import should be savored so as to better absorb their meaning. Wouldn't you agree?
Elminster!
Right. You see, that is to say, Gale, my boy, I've come to address a most pressing matter. I'll speak as plainly as I can, forswearing the accustomed frills that decorate my speech. I'm here on behalf of Mystra. The message and the charge I bring you are hers.
Oh. Hers. What message and what charge would that be?
The long-awaited question. Now, if you please, Elminster, for the too long-awaited answer.
You know where you went wrong, Gale. No, we needn't dwell on that here and now. But even so, you're to be given a chance of redemption.
Mystra would consider forgiveness.
She would consider what she considers to be forgiveness. Mystra is aware of the misadventures that have befallen you both. She knows of your strife with the Absolute, that most insidious of evils.
even the gods know. Why are we facing these threats alone?
They choose the instruments of their will with great precision. Sometimes the single drops we think we are do not realize what waves we are building up to be. Do not discount yourself, and by the same token, do not discount your enemy. You must know that the Absolute is more dangerous than you can possibly conceive. It threatens all who live, even those who are undying. It threatens the gods, the weave, the very fabric of the universe itself. That is why I have come here to charge you, Gale, with its destruction. It is Mystra's belief that only you can.
Perhaps she should leave Gale alone. And she'd do well to place her trust in me, in equal measure.
I doubt not your conviction, but Gale has an unnatural advantage.
The orb.
Precisely. Mystra has granted me the power to stop the clock, as it were, on the orb's rush to overpower you. Instead, you will be able to unleash its lethal combustion at will.
Interesting. This could be help or hindrance. We shall have to see.
You must find the heart of the Absolute, whatever that may be, and use yourself as the catalyst that will burn it from this world.
I can't believe that Mystra's demanding such a sacrifice. This is hardly her way. Or at least I believed, though I must admit my estimation of her decreases by the moment.
Glad it's not just me.
It brings me no pleasure saying this, my friend, but such is Mystra's will. Yours must be the sacrifice that will undo the Absolute, and for your sacrifice you will be redeemed. Such is Mystra's promise. With that, I've said my sorry piece, and need only bestow unto thee the charm I was bid. Meine hastra mistrariel, Italion, thras annas dithra. It is done. Both charge and charm have been committed into your care. To you, I commit into care Gale himself. I count on you to shepherd him well on this strangest of journeys.
There's still a long journey ahead. We'll find another way.
Or some other fortune altogether.
Like moons make swell and wane the nescient seas, so too the sky-strewn gods ordain the tidal fates of mortal days. And yet, an ocean born in lonely hours, come ebb, come flow, come all that is beyond the breadth of our dominion. Be a moon unto yourself. Even the waves of fate can break upon the shores of will. Farewell, my friend.
Farewell, Elminster. I'm glad she chose you.
Gale.
An audience with Elminster is never less than memorable. I'd have hoped to introduce you to him in less dire circumstances. But Those are hard to come by these days.
And he sent instruction from Mystra herself. You would be a brave wizard to refuse her.
Brave. Or stupid. I've proved myself the latter too many times where she's concerned. For Mystra to have sent him. The severity of her bidding could not be clearer. Or weigh more heavily on me. Time seems so infinite when you're young. A month is an age. A year is a lifetime. It is a strange feeling. To realize how little of it one might have left.
Preaching to the divination choir here, and... Wait, you're seriously considering doing what Elminster said?
Of course. He offered the clearest solution to our problem. All I have to do is find the right place and time, close my eyes, and let go. Then the slate will be clean. Wrongs will be righted, the absolute will be gone, and I along with it.
How can you talk like that? There's surely another way.
If there was, I'm sure the goddess of magic and the greatest wizard who ever lived would have identified it. But alas, only one solution is offered. That remains ahead of us for now. The heart of the Absolute must be discovered before I can stop its beating.
You're not blowing yourself up, Gale. I won't let you.
Let's save such certainty for the moment such a decision is upon us. You may feel differently once we know what we're truly up against.
Feel differently? Astarion, talk some sense into him.
I can't believe Mistress demanding Gale sacrifice himself to destroy the Absolute. It's just a waste of a perfectly good cult that we could be controlling. And a waste of a perfectly good Gale, I suppose.
You suppose? You can do better than that.
I can't believe Mystra actually expects Gale to just sacrifice himself like that. Seems like a waste of a fine mind.
Now go tell him that. Karlach will know what to say.
Oh, was that Gale's granddad?
Or not. Karlach, that was Elminster Omar. You know, the most famous wizard in the realms.
It doesn't ring a bell. But all right. Must have had something important to say to Gale if he came all this way. Good news, I hope.
No, I don't think it was. It turns out that Gale has an explosive bomb in his chest, and Mystra has asked him to use it to blow up the heart of the Absolute.
Whoa now, he's got a... Well, I guess that would explain a little, but... Mystra? I mean, this is a lot to take in. What's he going to do?
No, he's too smart, he's too brave. I don't think he'd do that to himself, even if Mystra commanded it.
Good. I'm 100% sure there's another way to bring down this cult. No true god would ask such a thing from her faithful. That's for certain. Poor Gale. He must be in bits after hearing that. I'll distract him. Tell him I haven't read a book since secondary school. Watch his face melt off.
I think mine just did. You haven't? Yeah, don't do that. Don't tell him that. Make it worse.
There's something I need to say. Something important. Can you spare a moment?
For a distraction? Yes, please. What's on your mind, Will?
First a parasite prods at our heads, then the shadows close in. More than ever, we need each other's trust. And I fear I've been less than honest.
It takes time to establish trust. I understand that.
You're incredibly kind, but you earned the right to hear this long ago. The man I call father is Baldur Ravengard, a Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate.
Grand Duke Ravengard, one of Baldur's Gate's most influential and beloved figures. Every Baldurian knows his name.
I should have said sooner, but our relation was no matter of pride, not least for him.
No matter of pride? Are the two of you not close?
My father and I were close once upon a time, until he disowned me and cast me out of Baldur's Gate. I can't tell you more. The pact forbids it. My lips are quite literally sealed. The inevitable consequence of inseparable events.
Beautifully put, though vague as it might be. And you don't need to worry, though. Nothing's changed where I'm concerned.
You still deserve to know. There is more to me than infernal power and pacts. My story is one of two men. The Blade of Frontiers, a man hunting the fiends who prey on the weak and claw at the coast. And Will Ravengard, a memory of a memory. A man who belongs to the past. I wanted you to know the Blade, not the shadow he left behind.
Maybe I'm just desensitized to shocking news, but it's really all right. And now you can tell me what it was like being the son of a Grand Duke.
Not so enchanting as you'd think. The Portiers, the Caldwells, they were the blue bloods hosting the fancy balls and drinking from gold goblets. Father's the son of a blacksmith, born with barely a coin in the coffers. He made a name for himself among the Flaming Fist, brave as Baldurin, stubborn as a deep Rothay, daring, outspoken, but hardly posh. I spent more time dueling with father than I did rubbing elbows with lords. Not to say I didn't develop a taste for good wine and a talent for courtly dance.
Courtly dance? Well, that gives me second-hand anxiety, but I'd still love to see a demonstration.
It's been a badger's age since I've twinkled my toes. A drunk ogre could put on a better show.
Ooh, I get the idea. Well, I won't press the issue.
It's for the best. I take a tumble and splat. There goes my good eye.
We definitely don't need more disaster. Oh, I had forgotten for a little while.
This dark land must be filled with the broken, the beaten, the desperate. The perfect preying ground for a devil who offers a way out for those who sign on the dotted line. I hope we end up seeing our friend Raphael down here somewhere.
Why do you want to see him?
Help me find him, and you'll find out. When I was taken to his house, I was caught off guard. But now I know what to ask for.
This could be a classic case of my curiosity getting the better of me, but sure, I want to see how this plays out.
Perfect! I knew you would understand.
I try. Oh, Scratch.
Scratch's tail wags enthusiastically. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.
Now go get more pets from Gale.
Hey, soldier, Well, I'm not feeling so good. My engine is getting worse. Feels like it's going to burst out of my chest. I need to find a mechanic. A good one. Or this thing's going boom.
Boom? We have enough things that can boom. Do you think you're a danger to the rest of us?
Never. I mean, not if I can help it. Listen, in case something happens to me, I've been wanting to tell you something. You leave your left flank wide open. If I'm ever not around to cover it, you may find yourself on the wrong side of a goblin spear one of these days.
That is literally the least of my worries right now.